class final assessment of the semester. Can you believe it? It's already here. And I hope you're excited to finish the semester on a good note. I'm sure that you've all made great improvements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate all of the exercises again. Of course, you're going to have your form with all of the exercises, but if you want to go through this, obviously you're on the video. So going through the video with me, just go ahead and write your results down when you're done with each exercise, and then you can just take that information and transfer it over to the form. Make sure that you submit that form, save it on your computer, submit it back to me, and that's how you'll receive your final assessment points. So today you are answering all of the number 3s. So we've done this twice before. It's exactly the same assessment, and we're just really trying to see if we've made any improvements, which I'm sure you have. But I think the main focus is to see the improvements between the first time that we've done this and the last time, the final time that we've done this. So if you don't make too many improvements between 2 and 3, it's really just looking at the difference between 1 and 3. So I'm sure that you've made great improvements between those. So the first exercise is the breathing duration. And so what you're going to do is, remember, you'll just take one breath. So inhale into exhale. You'll count how long that breath takes. So you'll want a clock next to you, your phone, stopwatch, something to time yourself. So you're going to do all of these exercises on your own. So make sure you have a pen, a piece of paper, or something you can plug it in. So like maybe your phone, you can plug that information on your phone with a timer, okay? So breath duration, you are only taking one breath. So remember, you're not holding your breath, you're just inhaling as deeply as you can and then slowly transitioning that breath out as far as you can take that exhale. You'll start the clock when you start to inhale, and you'll stop the clock or stop the time when you're done exhaling, okay? You'll write that time down on breath duration number 3. So go ahead and pause the video, do your breath duration, and then come on back. All right, so the next exercise is the 100. We're gonna actually warm up a little bit before we do our 100. So let's just start with our chest expansion. Hopefully you made some improvements on your breath. Let's go for cat and cow. And dynamic. Okay. All right, so we're going to come on down for our 100 exercise. So you're going to do this on your own, but I'm just going to demonstrate the exercise. So the 100, how we tested it, the first and second time, we tested with a low hold of the legs, okay? So we're doing that same hold, it's nice and low, and then you are counting how many you can do up to 100. There's no going past 100, you're just practicing the same 100. So just traditional pumping, there's no flipping of the arms, we're just pumping. You're keeping track of it until you get to 100 pumps, or until your head comes down and your legs come down and you have to stop, okay? And then what you'll do is you'll log that number. So when you go into your 100 exercise, make sure your legs are nice and low, just right above your hip height, okay? They're straight and you're pumping, okay? So when you're done, make sure you're counting, of course. We do this every session. When you're done, you'll log that number under 100 number 3. Remember, it'll be, if you did 6, got to 6, that would be 60 out of 100, right? 8, 80 out of 100, or 100 total pumps, which is 10 total breaths, okay? So go ahead and pause the video, do your 100 exercise, and then log your number under 100, number 3, and then come on back. All right, you guys, so we're here and we're done with the 100, so hopefully you made some improvements there as well. We're gonna go into our Fab 5. So this is where you continuously go from one exercise through until the 5th exercise. So if you, on your form, if you remember, if you put 5 as your result, that means you did 5 repetitions of all 5 exercises. You're going to want to add repetitions to that. So maybe 6 of the 5, 7 of the 5, just choose a number what you feel comfortable with trying to finish, okay? If you put anything less than 5, that means that you didn't do the 5 repetitions, and you'll want to do the same 5 repetitions of the 5 exercises again. So you're going single leg, double leg, crisscross, single straight, double straight, all continuous, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and go through it with you, and I'm going to do 7 repetitions, but you can do more than that. I'll cue you into the next exercise so you can hear me and transition whenever you need to, okay? But you're keeping track of how many you do. If you don't get through all 5 exercises, you've added maybe you're doing 8, and you don't get all the way through the 5, then you're just gonna write down what you completed, okay? So you put 8 reps, 4 exercises, however you want. Okay, so here we go. Let's come on down. These are all traditional. So we're gonna start with single leg. Ready? Here we go. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm doing 7, but you can do 8 or 9 if you want. Double, 2, 3. You could even do 10 if you want. 4, 5, 6. Next will be crisscross. 7 with traditional crisscross, hands behind your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next will be single straight, 6, 7, 1, 2, and then of course double straight is after single straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, so when you're done, go ahead and put your result under Fab 5, number 3. All right, so we're going to go into our roll-up. So the last time you tested for a roll-up, we made sure we tried to complete at least 1 the first time. And then the last time, the second time that you did this, if you had done 1 before, on the first one, you tried to do multiple, okay? So you're just trying to improve upon your last number. If you don't remember, you're just going to do as many roll-ups as you can within reason, right? You want to make sure that you don't do too many, but so that you can go on to the next exercises. But if you were still like at 1 or not a complete roll-up the last time, you're going to see if you can do a roll-up today, okay? So this is a traditional roll-up, which means our legs are straight. So I'm just going to demonstrate. So it's just a traditional roll-up. All the way over the top of the legs. Come down. And that's 1. And then however many you'd like to do, just make sure you maintain good form. But if you get stuck, then that is just a half. So if you get stuck here and you can't do any more, then that's not a complete roll-up, okay? So go ahead and do your roll-ups. So pause the video, do your roll-ups, make sure you put your number in the number 3, and then come on back. All right, so now we have our push-up leg pull down. So you either did a modified or a traditional. The modified looks like this. Knees are down. So the push-up, high plank, pull down, knees down. That's 1, and you went until you couldn't go anymore, keeping count. Traditional, knees off the floor, push up into pull down and pull down, and then repeat. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video, do as many as you can for the push-up leg pull down, and then come on back. All right, so we're gonna go into spine stretch. So spine stretch is a flexibility, so it's a position where your hands touch the mat. Remember that we have our feet right outside our mat, width of the mat. We're gonna warm up a bit before we test. So go ahead and go through a couple spine stretches. Just to limber up. And then what you're gonna write down is where your hands fall. So I'm gonna put wrists past heels. So that's my marker. And then you'll put whatever you want under a little descriptor under spine stretch number 3. So go ahead and do that and then come on back. All right, so next we have Superman pulls. We're gonna go down to our tummies. I'm gonna demonstrate what we're doing. So remember, Superman pulls. So we start with our arms out in front, leading our head. We lift, and then we pull the elbows back at the sides, extend the arms back as my arms and legs are elevated, and then I lower. And I'm going to do as many as I can, or where I need to stop, that's the number I'm counting, or maybe going just a little bit past my last number, okay? Go ahead and pause the video and do your Superman pulls, and then come on back. All right, you guys, so the assessment is over, and now you're gonna look at your goals. So just reviewing what your goals were originally from the beginning of the semester, and then at mid-semester I asked you to kind of reevaluate, maybe change, tweak any of the goals. Let me know if you've accomplished any, and then if you wanted to add any, you could, or take any out. It was up to you. So at this point in the semester, I just want you to reevaluate what your goals were in the beginning. If you accomplished any, just write a little brief, just brief information that explains if you met any of those goals, okay? And that will be it. So just make sure that you save your form with the information on it. It would be nice to see all of your results for over the course of the semester. So try and fill those numbers in for me if you can, and then save it and submit it back to me, and that will be it. Look for the weekly connection. This is our final weekly connection for the semester. That's worth 5 points. And that's it for the semester. So we don't meet anymore after this. So this is all due by Sunday by 11:55, and then I'll be doing grading next week starting on Monday. All right, so I appreciate you taking the class. I hope that you received great benefit from it, and have a wonderful break. Good luck in your finals, and hopefully some of you, maybe I'll see you soon. Okay.